portion of tonight's duel meet between the North Central Cardinals and your Carthage College Firebirds. Now it's time to meet tonight's starting lineups. At 125 pounds from North Central, Joey Sikorsky. And from Carthage, a freshman from Des Plaines, Illinois, Luca Bergio. At 133 pounds from North Central, Xavier Villalobos. And from Carthage, a senior from Des Plaines, Illinois, Chris Kish. At 141 pounds from North Central, Carson Rootney. And from Carthage, a sophomore, Makoa Ka. At 149 pounds from North Central, Connor De La Serna. And from Carthage, a sophomore from New Lenox, Illinois, Elijah Cepeda. At 157 pounds from North Central, Tag Miller. And from Carthage, a junior from Garland, Texas, Zarin Anderson. At 165 pounds from North Central, Makai K. And from Carthage, a freshman from Gurnee, Illinois, Anthony Berry. At 174 pounds from North Central, Jake Luce. And from Carthage, a senior from Hoffman Estates, Illinois, C.J. Gilbert. At 184 pounds from North Central, Henry Woodwelski. And from Carthage, a junior from Kenosha, London Kaiser. At 197 pounds from North Central, AJ Frescura. And from Carthage, a junior, Jared Warner. At 285 pounds from North Central, Luke Chrissy. And from Carthage, a junior from Gilbert, Arizona, Christian Gilo. The head coach for North Central is Grant Zaman. They are assisted by Joe Norton, Jared Head, Monte Logan, Abe Duran, Bradley Rosen, and Dan Schriffel. The head coach for Carthage is Alberto Quiros. He is assisted by Rafael Lozano, Tom Knaus, and Tom Adams.
Welcome back for the second leg of our duel night here at Carthage College. The Carthage men's wrestling team is taking on North Central's men's wrestling team in a CCIW duel match. Captain Zarin Anderson and Chris Kish shake hands for the coin toss and head back to their bench.
Looks like we will be starting at 57 today, 157.
My name is Lauren Semler, and joining me is Joey Barnett, one of Carthage's current wrestlers, so he can give us some insight on the team, some of their strategies, what the vibe's been like in the practice room. As Joey said, we're starting at 57 with Zarin Anderson, the captain of this Carthage Firebirds team, ranked 11th in the nation by D3 Wrestling right now, hailing from Garland, Texas. He's a guy who's definitely looking to make an impact in this lineup and get 6 points for the Firebirds.
He's a very strong leader for the team. You can expect, you know, heavy ties from him, heavy underhooks, heavy snaps, very quick on his feet.
Anderson, the senior, wrestling against a freshman, Tag Miller. A 6-3 record so far for the young wrestler. But this is a big challenge for him to face off against Anderson.
Slide by attempt from Zarin. Goes for another one.
I was just up in the wrestling room a little bit right before this started, and let me tell you, the Firebirds are locked in right now, working hard through warm-ups.
Nice
Zarin's
2-on-1 from Zarin.
that. Getting
Good
after him
ankle
right
pick.
away. You know, on that ankle pick or low single, but North Central defends that well. Zarin's the kind of guy who'll be all over you, though. He's relentless.
Very high-paced wrestler.
Incredible hand fighting, and he just gets in these positions. Front headlock here, looking to finish that. Miller looking to slide to that left side, not get slid by here.
Front headlock is, you know, his bread and butter. See him go to this a couple times a match.
Yeah, for Zarin, it's about burning the other guy's energy. He's fighting real hard and not get taken down here, and he just kind of has to just hold that.
Yeah.
Miller tries to spin out of this.
assassin.
Ooh.
Good
And I think he's
assassin.
stuck here. We got 3 points here. I don't know how many near fall that was. Just a reminder, we are wrestling folk style now, so that's 3-point takedowns, 2-point reversals, 1 point for an escape, and there's 2, 3, and 4-point near falls depending on the number of seconds the guy's held on his back. I don't believe we had any near fall there, but the ref's gonna go confer. I believe they,
Looks like coach may have challenged the call.
yeah. I was actually speaking with the ref a little bit about challenging before the match. Carthage has an iPad. Looks like we are getting a challenge. Carthage has an iPad on their bench that I think they're legally allowed to use the challenge, but the ref wasn't sure. So right now we have one of our wrestlers showing him the film, rewinding it, and letting the ref see what he needs to see to make the correct call here.
As far as we could tell from up here, I mean, he was on his back.
Yeah, I think that'd probably be 2, maybe 3 swipes. We'll have to see, though.
They will be using the iPad to review the footage, it looks like.
Yeah. Carthage Wrestling been using those iPads as a big part of their growth and development, reviewing footage with film, with coach. Looks like the ref is going to award 2 near fall to Zarin. So it's going to be 5 for Carthage, actually. They've got the scoreboard mixed up right now, and I think that's because oh no, he's taking back his challenge coin.
Nice 5-0 lead to start out for Zarin. North Central will start in the down position, referee position.
Minute 32 left on the clock for the senior captain here as he's looking to get some turns here.
See if we can get a mat return from Zarin, and he does.
Good lift there, brings him down. That'll sap the energy right out of you.
North Central does go to their sit-out pretty quick, but Zarin has great pressure on top.
Zarin was threatening that armbar a little bit there, and another great lift for a return. Trying to pop up again right away, but Zarin gets heavy on your shoulders there. Makes it real hard to step up as he's looking.
Yep, and
Great
they'll go out
leg
of bounds,
takedown.
looks like here.
Crafty move by Zarin. Kind of a touch-and-go position, so he just takes that shot, shoots him out. No stall call awarded against him because he's trying to bring the guy down, but he gets a fresh start.
Yeah, we'll get a nice reset here.
What's Zarin looking for on the top here, right off the whistle?
He's definitely looking for that spiral ride. He loves
There
to
we
throw the
see it.
boots in. If he can get those legs in, I mean, we can expect all types of turns, halves.
So he's holding that half right now, you know. We see that. We're both kind of holding our breath, hoping he could get the boots in as he tries for a second time. Trying to stick that leg in between Miller's. Definitely put some leverage on him there.
Sikorsky is doing a fine job of keeping his hips away, and he will get the one-point escape.
One escape here, and now Zarin's back to work in the neutral position here.
And this I mean, he thrives in most positions, but you know, he will go aggressive for those takedowns. So you can expect to see him work on his feet.
Definitely. I was talking to Coach Kiros,
And there we go again.
and he said Zarin's one of those guys we need to get bonus points from. If you win by 8, you get an extra team point to your score. If you tech fall a guy, it's 5. Or you get 6 if you get a pin, which is obviously what Zarin's looking for. As he
And
sucks him back.
He will throw one leg in.
Just put a forearm on the back of his head. Sap a little energy before that whistle there, you know.
It is tough having those legs in.
Yeah.
When you're on bottom. It just takes so much energy out of you. It's hard to fight. It's a great position to be in on top.
Put so much tension on your hips, especially where you're just getting driven into that mat and wears you down. Pretty full Tarble Arena here tonight. Right below our camera view, we got pretty much a full crowd here.
Yeah.
They're hoping for some big Firebird pins here, you know, leave with a happy victory.
So it looks like North Central will choose down to start the second period.
He picked down, or did did Zarin defer and force him to pick? I didn't see.
Could have deferred, yes.
Some clock confusion here.
They'll actually reset to neutral. Zarin wants to go. Probably chase a couple more takedowns.
Yeah, Zarin's been taking him down with ease. You may as well farm those points while you can. You want to lock up at least that major and get close to tech fall before you start considering pinning a guy.
Yep.
Bulldog threat there, right in the float.
Like you said, we want those bonus points. And obviously, you know, Zarin's probably shooting for that tech fall, that major.
Zarin right now.
2 takedowns away from the tech fall.
Yeah, it's going to be 12-3, I believe, once all said and done. We got a rookie scorekeeper, and he's got it a little mixed up for a production crew here, but should also only be a 2-minute second period. But Zarin
And
whips him down again there.
let's see. Oh, they'll go out of bounds. Get a reset. North Central will be on bottom.
Position again. We got people in the crowd even signaling, bring him to his feet.
Yeah.
I believe that's Leo Kaiser, one of Zarin's former practice partners out there supporting him.
Gets into his overtime. He's keeping his distance, but just feeling him out here. Great snap.
Yeah, if you're Anderson, next takedown wins, so you need to make sure that you're going to put him in danger when you take him down. Otherwise, you don't get an opportunity to pin him.
Like I said, his front headlock is his bread and butter.
Yeah.
I can see him definitely finishing this takedown here. Chases the ankle.
Think he may be considering a butcher here as he tries for one.
And assassin
Catch him in the same
attempt
assess.
2.
You think he's going to get him this time, and it looks like he's going to roll through.
Yep.
That's going to be 3.
And they'll give him the backs this time.
That will be a technical fall, as Carthage is going to take a 5-0 lead here in this match.
Great start.
That's the exact start you need. North Central is sending a little bit of a skeleton crew tonight. A couple of their former national qualifiers not in the lineup tonight, so Carthage is looking to take advantage of a weakened roster here. Coming up next at 165 is Anthony Berry, a true freshman out of Warren Township, just south of the border in Gurnee. He made quite the weight cut to make weight today.
Yes, he did. Hopefully, you know, he was able to refuel after. He's very... I've had the chance to wrestle with Barry a couple times. He's quick on his feet, loves his fakes, strong double leg. We can expect to see.
What Coach Kiros has to say about him. Looking at my guide, he's very explosive, waiting for an opportunity like this, and let's see if he's hungry and can take advantage of it. They're in kind of an equal tie here.
Oh, duck under from North Central.
It's a fast duck under by Cave there.
He's right back into a shot, though, staying aggressive. Good job squaring up from Anthony.
That'll be one escape here. Cave Mekai actually wrestled Zarin last year and got pinned in a minute, so he's someone looking for some revenge against this Firebird wrestling team as he catches Barry on
Nice.
the double there.
Quick single to double there from North Central's. Looks like he's looking to lock up a cradle.
Barry stepped up with that outside leg, and now Cave's looking to get a cradle. I think he's got those hands locked. He's going to put a knee under the butt, and he's going to get that. And I think Carthage may be in some trouble here, so that's going to be a fall. North Central's a very disciplined team. We see that right there as they're going to fire back with a pin for 16 points.
They get to work on top.
Yeah. Make one mistake, as we see, and it spells the end of your match. Barry did a great job getting out the first time, but Cave saw that and said, you know, gonna catch you on that one this time.
Another big match here, 74.
Another one of our seniors, CJ Gilbert.
As you can see, he's a very long wrestler. Look for big leg rides on top.
Definitely.
Loves the low single.
Jonesy. Ooh, there's CJ
Jonesy is there already.
I didn't have time to talk about how crafty he is. He's a scrambler. He's in a little bit of trouble here. Normally, he's going to go for that Jonesy roll we saw here. He's grabbing those legs, and that's not 3 points.
He's going to have to bring him back into the mat if he's looking to score.
Yeah, he's looking for a hand cliffhanger here almost. He's got that cinch on that right leg with his left arm, and he's looking to kind of pull that thigh inward.
North Central is just trying to keep that back leg as far away as possible, but CJ can use his length here.
You're North Central, you're trying to get off the mat, and CJ's trying to take that up, which he's doing. Max Becker on the bench excited about that.
You got to walk him back in, as mentioned before.
That's exactly what they're all screaming. They're screaming, pull him in from that Carthage bench, and that's what CJ's trying. Certain point, ooh, I think he was technically out there, but the ref didn't catch it. Dives in for a leg, and CJ's in a tough position now here.
If he can get his leg around it, possibly hook that ankle.
Yeah. Winn-Dixie could be in the cards here, maybe. Looks like that's what he's going for there.
It's just a big 50-50 position here. Both athletes looking for an ankle pass.
Yeah, CJ gonna kick in that armpit there to get some leverage there. He's gonna try and do a magic stick here maybe and turn it, or he can always decide to bring him out of bounds. I think CJ's got more of an opportunity to force that reset.
I was gonna say they may call a stalemate here, which they do.
Like a psychic here, say they may, and then he does. So these wrestlers will go back to neutral. The ref determined that neither wrestler really had a scoring opportunity. Tired CJ kind of just lets him in on a shot. I think that was a fake, and he realized CJ didn't react and just went for it. But
yeah, quick high crotch, but you know CJ's comfortable in this defensive position.
He kind of gets that hip in and kicks him down, as you can see.
It's hard to finish on. You really have to. You have to have a very deep shot, and you can always expect the Jonesy to come. So it's just another thing in the back pocket you have to watch out for when wrestling CJ.
If you're a North Central guy, oh! Gets him, dumps him to his feet. Got to get a float here.
Hard crossface coming from CJ.
Yeah, that's a hard crossface. That's tough to look into, but that's what Lewis has got to do here.
Oh, looks like he comes up to a double from North Central. Ooh. And he'll take 3 on the side.
Yeah, they call that 3 right on the edge of the mat. In the 5, one freshman is going to earn himself a takedown here. 174 is a little bit of a position battle for North Central. They don't have a clear-cut starter yet, but Luce is making a case here, taking down a really great senior wrestler.
We'll get a caution.
That caution on green. CJ kind of known for trying to time up the ref here and jump those whistles.
He's definitely comfortable still. I mean, you can tell he's not panicked. He's ready for, second period. We got 15 seconds left. See if we can get the 1-point escape from CJ.
Definitely need to get one here in a tight match. CJ's going to need every point he can get. That should be a stall call. He's just standing there in the rear stand.
He's on the leg, too. That's a stall. Yep. They'll give red stalling.
Yeah. So with stalling, you get 1 warning, and then it'll be 1 point for the next 2 calls, for 2 points, and then a disqualification for the 4th and 5th calls, respectively. North Central going to pick down here, and CJ A long wrestler going to be looking for those cradles, looking for those tilts. Any opportunity to break this match back open is he's going to get a caution jumping that whistle. One more caution and he actually gets a penalty point against him. Right? It's 3 cautions for a point.
Mm-hmm. That was strange. They didn't call the caution immediately. But yeah, he's definitely going to work to get the leg ride going, cowboy ride, you know, throw the boots in.
Big crossface there.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing a good job looking into that, though. You look away from that crossface, you're in less pain, but you're going to go to your back.
Yeah.
So
That cradle will be locked up in no time.
yeah, that crossface is right across the neck. You want to get down the chin. Refs will get a little nervous if they see it on the neck. You don't want to choke a guy out.
Yeah, oftentimes they'll tell you in a match, you know, watch the neck, watch the neck.
Yeah.
Try to give you a little warning, but
CJ had a cross wrist for a second there, but then loose cross grabs that. Now he's actually almost out here as he's got CJ's wrist, and CJ doesn't have a lot. Knocks him down with that ankle ride.
he's doing a good job keeping him down with that cowboy ride, but he's going to have to look for turns here.
Riding time, another time we've neglected to mention. CJ is at 42 seconds right now. You guys won't see that on your scoreboard, but we'll try our best to keep you updated on riding time. If at the end of a match that ends in decision, one wrestler has over a minute more riding time than the other in a rolling clock, they will be awarded an additional point at the end of the match. So that can be really big for a wrestler like CJ who tends to wrestle close matches. As he just earns that minute right now. Just keeps breaking him down though.
Yeah.
Crossface, ankle ride, reach for that wrist. It just feels like we're watching the same film on repeat here, you know?
Yeah. North Central is trying to
lock up that cradle.
get that leg posted and step up, but it's hard when, you know, CJ will stretch out that cowboy ride, and you know you'll be right back down to your knees, but he'll ride out almost the whole second or first period or second.
Yeah, we're in the we're about to enter the third right now here. A lot of talking. It's tough to focus on everything at once. Give us a little grace at home, folks, you know. This third period, they're going neutral. Shout out to the 17 of you watching this from home, from your couches. Thank you for being with us here tonight.
See if CJ can work some stuff from the neutral position. Go to that low single that he likes so much, sweep single.
CJ getting pushed out a little bit here. Could be a stall against him, and yeah, it will. CJ, a guy who's struggled with those stalls. He's a very defensive wrestler, but when he gets down in matches, the scouting report on him is you don't need to be aggressive because you give him that opportunity. But Luce decides he's going to go shoot a single here, trying to take that up, but CJ's great at being heavy with that whizzer.
Yeah, and he's going for the Jonesy once more.
Trying to kick over here, make something funky happen, you know.
And he looks like he'll lock it up.
Is
And
that Jonesy?
there's the
That's
Jonesy.
a takedown. That's back points. 3, 4. Not only is he riding now, but he just scored 7 points in his favor. Now CJ just needs to recover.
It's
get
gonna
back
get
on top here.
a little scramble here, it looks like, after
Yeah.
this Jonesy position.
That ref is still holding forward because CJ's still in the same thing, and it looks like this may end up in a reversal for Luce. So that'll leave the score at 5-7. CJ does have that riding point locked up. He just needs to stay off
He's
his
looking
back
for
here.
this ankle pass, it looks like.
Yeah, it's not a reversal yet. It's still 7-3. CJ lost that grip, so there's opportunity for more near fall for him.
He still has the legs.
Yeah, this is a weird position. Luce has found himself sitting on Gilbert. He's like, you know, what do I do here? He's looking for that ankle pass, but CJ just trying to finish in a crackdown position. The ref's going to call that stalling. 1 point for North Central.
That's a bit of a surprising call.
A little bit controversial, but I can see the mentality. CJ is not really looking to finish that takedown. He was just trying to hang out.
Yeah.
With 17 seconds, he just needed to stay out of danger, and that was his goal. We don't really care about giving up 1 point. We got a 3-point lead. He picks up that single, brings Luce back down. Luce going to mule kick away, try and turn and face, trying to mule kick again. Now Gilbert, up by 2, just needs to not get taken down here in the next 5 seconds. Don't forget, he gets that riding time point too, and he's going to ride out that match. Going to win 8-5 when it's all said and done.
As we expected, tough ride from CJ on top. Went to that Jonesy a few times, eventually got it, and that was all it took for the match.
That's what the Firebirds needed. They needed a win against one of the tougher wrestlers in North Central's lineup tonight. Now we have London Kaiser, 184, transfer student coming back to Kenosha, originally from Indian Trail.
I'm always excited to see London wrestle. It's something to watch.
Definitely. It's a very intellectual wrestler. I got the opportunity to spend some time at clubs with him, and he's always asking just these insightful questions. Wrestling off against Giovanni Piazza, one of the better wrestlers in North Central's lineup, I believe.
Nice
one of their
duck
only
to a
starters
single,
is-
but
Ooh!
as I said, London is just
It's a bit of a switch there from the float. Goes for it again there, it looks like. Kind of an awkward position there. Both wrestlers have each other's legs, but Kaiser used that lever to get some leverage, but Piazza hangs in tight and gets a hard-fought 3 points there.
This was a interesting scramble from both wrestlers.
Yeah. Piazza, I think, got that leg in and he didn't want it there. He was the one fighting that out more than London was.
Yeah.
Trying to hold him in now, earn some riding time at the edge of the mat.
And we'll get 1 point escape.
London
From
with
Carth.
a great escape there.
And
Good shot there. Oh, spins out of it though. A float position there. He needs to get back. Kind of sloppy wrestling here right now from London. It's 3-1 on the year so far. I don't have his transfer stats on hand, but that's the first season we have. As he's getting ridden out here.
he's looking to get to his base, which he does.
Piazza kind of just cranking on that cross wrist. Sophomore wrestler is 4-2 on the year after being 6-8 last year.
Another escape from London. Looking to see some offense from him here. He was in on a single leg in that last exchange. However, it did not pay off in his favor.
Yeah, I think he got in so fast, he kind of didn't realize he was
yeah.
in so fast and hesitated, and that's all it takes. As he shoots a double there, Piazza tries to
Good
run him
double
over
there,
again,
yeah.
and he's going to get that. That's it.
And almost to his back.
Almost 2. He has the hook. He needs to push that top knee out. As we see he's looking for, he needs to swim his left arm over.
Yep.
And then he's going to get those 2 points once he frees his head. As he's almost
Or
there.
we'll
As he
get danger,
exposes him.
possibly.
Still nothing?
There
wow,
we go.
That's going to be 3 points.
London will finish on the 3 points. Nice double leg.
Beautiful sequence there, and he gets that riding time going the other way. North Central built it up to about 45 seconds, but it's going to keep falling now. Currently at 30, it can get down to about 15 by the end of the period if London
They
can
are
stay
wrestling
on
on
top.
the absolute edge right now.
Yeah, they're fully out. This ref is very lenient about letting guys work the edge. One of those sequences in CJ's match too, both wrestlers were clearly out, but he
Yeah.
let them keep working. For those who don't know the rule, your feet and hands are considered points of contact, and there's like an invisible vertical plane. So if all of your feet and hands are out of the mat, you're out.
Quick escape from North Central.
It's a big escape there. That's going to get you up by 2. Stop that riding clock going into the second. It's going to be North Central's choice.
Going into the second period, North Central leading by 2 points.
North Central picks down. They want to get up 3, knowing they're wrestling an explosive wrestler like London. Just want to get that 3rd point, make sure a takedown at least leaves you tied. And maybe you still retain the lead if you get out.
A good ride from London here would be ideal to knock off those riding time seconds.
And I don't think we're going to see that.
Yeah.
He's out in 5 seconds, and I think North Central knows that, you got to get London on the mat because he's a crafty wrestler through neutral, but
Yep.
that may be where they have the advantage. North Central's known for being a brutal top-bottom team. Going for a little bit of a slide by there, but London passes his way out of that.
Nice snap attempt from North Central, but London staying in great position here. Very quick on his feet and
tries to kick over. I don't know if he was in there, but we'll
another
take
three-point takedown from London on the.
Yeah, and he's keeping those toes in, as you can see, working that arm bar. He's not going to turn him, but he'd love to kill more of that riding time, stay on top in a tie match with his choice in the third.
Out of bounds almost does not exist.
Yeah.
Tonight's matchup.
He's conferring with Coach Quiros there on his way back. Seems upset about something on the scoreboard, but I believe it's all right. Maybe he's looking at that team score and saying, that's not right.
Yeah, 8-8 here. No riding time.
That's a caution there for Carthage. No riding time, but we actually get 2 seconds there that I think should technically get erased, but
yeah. I don't even believe that was 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Once the whistle was blown.
That's the scorekeeper's reaction time there. So we got 1 minute. You can go give Miller time, Mr. Zach Miller, some jokes about that for me later if he's not listening right now. Looking for an underhook there. He goes for a hard underhook. That almost looked like an uppercut.
Oh, nice.
We got a body lock.
And we'll go to our back.
That's going to be 3 points. Ref did not have too near fall there. We are going to be up 11-9 though.
The lack of back points called tonight is surprising. He's letting
Coach
him wrestle.
Quiros throws the brick. We get a slide by there?
Another takedown.
He passes through on that throw. Piazza was looking for a throw, and I think he's tired too. That's locked hands, a free move, but Kaiser takes that opportunity to throw him, and he's confused by the call.
I mean, if Coach Quiros had another challenge brick, picks up the brick and throws it back in.
I think he's glad that challenge wasn't assessed because that certainly turned out in Carthage's favor.
Yes.
Kaiser, though, had his hands locked around Piazza's waist without having an arm or leg trapped before Piazza stood up, which was why 1 point was assessed to North Central there.
A lot of movement from both sides here. I can't imagine,
He stands up right away, and he, gets out with a couple seconds left. That's a tough point for Carthage. It's going to be 14-12 going into the third period of this.
This will be a interesting last period for both sides.
Choice here is important. Coach Quiros encouraging his wrestler from the corner. You can see him standing up. As Kaiser's going to pick bottom. It comes down to conditioning in this third period. Piazza looked a little gassed at the end of that second. I don't know what Kaiser's gas tank looks like, but he explodes up right away.
Good escape from London. He's still fighting on the edge here.
Yeah, Piazza dives right back in, kind of questionably here. He's safe on the edge of the mat a little bit, but he's kind of working into Kaiser. Kaiser only with that body lock preventing a takedown right now, and he needs to find a way to pull him out.
He needs to get his legs from,
cranking that power half. Carthage's bench says it's 3, and it is.
3 on the edge once again for London Kaiser.
Power half proving to be instrumental. He cranks him down, wears that shoulder out, and then he's able to slip through and get a leg hook for that three-pointer. North Central considering a challenge there. Coach is standing up, but I don't think we're going to see the brick.
18-12.
Yeah, and that's where that gas tank comes out in this third period of a high-scoring match. Can Kaiser hold him down?
Looks like he'll just let him up here. Probably get back to work in his neutral position.
Indeed. Snap from Piazza here.
London likes to work from space. He gets into his ties, but ultimately, he's looking for those single legs just like that.
It's a single leg. Gets him doing the splits, and that's 3 more points. It's going to be 21-13. Kaiser with 30 seconds of riding time, so he's going to have to hold him down for a little bit here if he wants to get that major just off that.
And Carthage has lost 10 points.
Yeah. Our score is a little wrong right now. We're going to end up with 48 seconds of riding time here. So I lied. The riding times just keep running. So I don't know if they're going to notice that or how this is going to get assessed, because it's definitely not going to hold up. But as it stands right now, London is, according to our scoreboard, in line for a major decision, which is big. Stuffing that head, they're all out of bounds as he brings his legs out, looking to get some more points or maybe go for a throw here to end this match.
Yeah, North Central's definitely going to need a big move here. Let's see if London maybe tries to get in one more shot, secure the major decision.
With only 15 seconds left, though, no stall call. He's under no motivation to shoot here.
Yeah, no need to do much here.
Actually, it's 14 to 21, so Piazza going to avoid the major. We were actually a little behind. They were corrected. But we are going to end with a 7-point victory, so only a decision for the Firebirds. But the Tarble Arena erupts in applause as they're going to take a bigger lead with an 11-6 finish here.
Carthage is definitely building some momentum after this win, going into our 97-pound match with Jared Warner.
Jared actually won the spot in a challenge match very recently. The junior wrestler, very involved at the athletic department here, is doing some marketing for the team, running their Instagram.
Problems at the score table, looks like.
Yeah, some discussion between the two coaches there. AJ Frescura, his opponent, the freshman wrestler. I think they're just confirming the identities of the wrestlers here, making sure
it's the right matchup.
Mr. Jason Eismuller, our track wrestling guru, making sure that the right guys are going to get credited for their wins and losses.
I mean, this is, a very nerve-wracking feeling for the wrestlers on the mat right now. You just want to get out there. The adrenaline's pumping.
Yeah, you go through your routine and then you stand there for a minute. It's kind of like icing the kicker in football. Yeah. Coach Kiros conferring with the scoring table here. Seeing our wrestlers, just hands on their knees, waiting in the circle. It's building up that anxiety, Jared, though, is a guy who dealt with some injuries, so back when I was in the room, I didn't get to see him wrestle a whole lot. What's he been working on this year?
This year, I mean, like you said, last year he was struggling with injuries. Been, practicing a lot more. You could expect to see heavy ties. He likes big moves for sure. Very explosive, strong wrestler. So.
Yeah.
Oh, quick snap from North Central, but Jared squares up.
Jared out of Palatine, Illinois. Wrestled for Jeff
Oh,
Kester.
yeah.
High
Just
school.
bulldozes him over.
Bulldozes him. We watching wrestling or are we watching football here? That felt like a dominant O-line win.
Like I said, very explosive, strong wrestler.
He tech falled Elvis Muha, who had a really great weekend at Lakeland, and then loses his spot by tech fall to Jared.
Looking for a mat return from
He's got to do something
Jared.
faster. He's going to get a stall. Goes for that front pinch.
Looks like we got a cut here.
Yeah, he's got a cut, but he gets hit for stalling anyways. As he says, if I'm already hit for stalling, let's go for a single. Gets into that
Possible
front head
cow
position.
catcher set up here.
Yeah, he's going
nice.
for something. Maybe a standing cradle here is in the cards, but Frescura doing a good job to control that right hand and keep away some of those bigger threats for Warner in the position.
It's heavy wearing him out in that front headlock position.
Absolutely here. That'll get heavy on you, especially a strong guy like Jared is going to wear you down fast,
Yeah.
We have a conference between the coach and the official here. Not sure quite what they're talking about or what the confusion could be, but I think there's some discussion over if that was a stall call or not, and we're going to go to the video booth. Ooh, we lost a little bit of a blip on our thing there. I was afraid we just lost our eyes in the sky, but we're doing well.
The more intermissions that build up is just, butterflies for each wrestler. I mean, they get a good break here.
Yeah. Jared had a wrestler out of Illinois with a very decorated coaching tree. Jeff Keski, a multi-time state placer in Illinois. Coach Quiros, a state qualifier before becoming, through Augustana, a national qualifier and conference champion. A guy who was ranked as high as 7th, as he's demonstrating some moves using Coach Kochersberger on the side of the mat right now, talking through Jared. He senses some blood in the water here with Carthage up 5 and up in this match. This is an opportunity for this team to get a big win against a rival who's been snake biting them for years now.
Yeah, and that instant replay from the iPad is definitely helping out with these decisions here.
It's just more time we get to spend watching wrestling, right?
Yeah.
The ref wants to check it out too a little bit. He's looking at something. I think he's showing Jason Eismueller how to retroactively modify some riding time on track there. Curious what the call will be. Fortunately, we don't have him mic'd up like the NFL. That'd be kind of interesting to get, you know.
Yeah.
Carthage Athletics, you know, send a little money our way for some ref mics.
Mic'd up referees.
And it was a change of riding time is what they're looking for. Carthage was originally credited with about 35 seconds. They're
North
going to end
Central
with 20.
in on a quick double leg scramble position here.
North Central, after that nerve-wracking beginning, had some time to settle his nerves too, which is big as he's looking to sit Jared's butt. And
Jared's
get that
just
takedown.
holding that chest wrap here.
It's incredible that he's managing to stay tied in there, and that is going to be ruled a takedown for North Central. He goes to his back. Jared fighting through. Half in. This is a dangerous situation. He slips out of that. I think he avoided near fall there. I wasn't watching the ref, though.
Just narrowly avoids the near fall. Back to his feet, and we'll get 1 point escape from Jared.
Switch to universal there. Looking to maybe catch him on a reversal there, but doesn't see it.
North Central looking relentless on their shots.
Take
Quick single to doubles, and we'll get a couple near fall swipes there.
Going to be 3 takedown, 3 more for near falls. It's going to be a 10-4
Central
score.
looking to lock up this cradle here.
50 seconds for Jared. He needs to hang in here. His riding time starting to go North Central's way at 15 seconds. The cradle locked up. Jared needs to kick his left leg hard and break that grip, and he does.
Good job
Crossface
fighting
now.
off that cradle. Last thing you want to do in that position is go to your butt.
Yeah. So he gets a crossface now. Maybe a crossface cradle guy, which he is, and he's going to lock that up. 20 seconds left, and Jared needs to fight here.
See if we can possibly bridge out here.
Ref is looking for that shoulder blade touch. I think it's really just a race against the clock here on if he can hang in there.
14 seconds, and they'll
And
give
there is the fall.
North Central the fall at 197.
North Central's bench showing their appreciations. They're going to take another 6 points, making this an 11-12 team matchup here with
Back
6
and
matches
forth,
to go.
back and forth from these teams.
Yeah, this will come down to the wire for sure. Carthage still has a couple of their more exciting and explosive wrestlers coming up.
That we can look forward to. This next match at heavyweight.
For sure. In the event of a tie, Carthage is winning by criteria of having 3 wins in matches. So if they manage to finish with the 6-4 match lead, even though it's tied.
Quick fake from North Central there. Christian is caught in a sprawl position.
We'll have to see how that progresses. I'll focus on tiebreakers when we get there, if we do. Christian Gilo out of Arizona trying to avoid an armbar here as Chrissy has a hammerlock. Luke Chrissy wrestling for the Cardinals.
Christian just trying to work his way out of bottom here, get to his base, possibly get a fresh start.
Yeah, on the edge of the mat, and Chrissy just says, let's get back to neutral.
Yeah.
He's another freshman who's 7-0 on the season. Kind of like an under-squad meet here for this North Central squad, sending in a lot of their young guys for some experience against some battle-hardened wrestlers. A bold gambit, but so far it's paying off for them as they're up 12-11. An optional start here, so Chrissy wants to see if he catches Gilo in something, but he doesn't, and Christian's going to get escape.
If we're Christian here, you know, we want to work back into the center, get more control of the mat here, work our ties. He'll get into an underhook.
Yeah, he's a big underhook guy, a disciple of Mason Kochersberger, who was big lift there for the heavyweight. Christian, a little bit of lighter heavyweight too. Heavyweight goes up to 285 pounds. Christian's more of your 140 kind of guy right now, I believe. So he's the kind of guy who doesn't get the advantage of those big, plodding heavyweights, but he needs to make up for that in his speed. He hasn't so far as he takes a crossface there.
North Central running a tough crossface, as you mentioned, looking for possibly a butcher here.
Yeah, looking for, actually, he's going to turn that in a drive ride.
Yep.
Turk, as he's trying to hook that leg, Christian just needs to belly out. There's no real threat.
And there's the Turk.
He's going to get 4 near fall assessed against him on the edge of the mat there. Imagine the ref. The ref should have blown that dead because his hand's on the hardwood, but
they were on the edge for a minute there.
Yeah. I think he actually saw we got some blood here from Gilo. Those cross faces, it's essentially like kind of getting punched in the face. Someone's bicep ramming right in your nostril is
bicep forearm area, yeah. It's not comfortable.
No, it's really not. There've been a couple times I've been running a cross face and gotten a penalty point for punching a guy. Guy moves his head a little bit and whoops, your fist hits him, so.
It's one of those sneaky moves.
Yeah.
You can get a little, get away with some stuff.
Definitely. As Coach Taylor DeGroot, our trainer, who we affectionately call a coach, much to your chagrin, cleaning up Christian, ensuring there's no blood on his arms or anything, making sure his nose is all plugged up, Vaseline in a plug. The rest of this training staff isn't cleaning up the edge of the mat there. Obviously, don't want any risk of any sort of bloodborne disease transmission, and we thank our trainers for keeping us safe from all of that.
Got a little shoe tie going on, too.
Technically, that should be a stall call, I believe, but
maybe because of the blood time, injury time.
That is true. Chrissy was just pacing like a lion, though, on the other side of the mat. I don't know if you saw, but
he's ready to get back into the action.
Yeah, he smells blood in the water, and he's eager to taste more of it. Hopefully not from Christian's nose, though. Christian trying to slap that mat and come up, but Chrissy doing a great job of keeping that pressure forward.
Christian is getting to his base pretty nicely, but he's not able to work to his feet just yet.
Yeah. It's a bit of a shorter heavyweight, too. Christian struggles because when he goes to slap his hands on the mat, it's way easier to get a cross wrist against him.
Yep, and that chop is, coming quick as well.
Some strong wrestlers, too, at heavyweight. Those guys live in the weight room. They don't have to cut weight like the rest of us do.
Yeah. Looking like almost an armbar, or an armbar attempt from North Central.
Yeah.
Going back to that crossface. Trying to keep him Christian flat on his belly.
Yeah, just looking to ride out that period there. Look just busy enough you're not getting hit for stalling.
Yep.
But he's got a major right now, up 9 points, and he's got 2 minutes and 16 seconds of riding time. So Christian's going to have to work him on top a little bit here, hopefully get a fall. And that's not going to help the Firebird cause as he gets out right away.
Let's see if Christian can work some of his neutral positions here, get into his underhooks, his slide bys. Yeah, he wants to get at least one takedown before he looks for a throw, but he falls for a feint there on a fake. Gives up 3 and then immediately is cut. Chrissy just wants to get that tech fall and get out of here. Quick fakes from North Central. Up by 12 right now. The tech fall in freestyle is 15 points, and that mark will get reached right now. To finish off Chrissy goes to his front headlock. Nice go behind, and that'll be the tech fall. At heavyweight.
Now we get to loop all the way around down to 125 with Luca Bergio from Des Plaines, Illinois, out of Maine West.
Strong freshman here.
Yeah, he's currently 2-2, looking to major in athletic training. So he's a guy who knows how to hit it in the weight room. Hopefully he's got real good conditioning, and he's facing off against, I will let you know who he's facing off against in 1 second when it pops up. We got Joey Sikorsky.
Quick on his feet, Luca is. As you can see, nice sprawl from, nice defensive position for Luca as Sikorsky attempts his first shot.
Sikorsky, a junior, wrestled 2 years at Harper College as a junior college wrestler, and now looking to make the move to North Central and getting in the lineup tonight.
Sikorsky attempts a sweep single there, and there he is on the high crotch. He's able to finish. So, yep, he's able to finish there, and they'll go out of bounds.
Name seems familiar, honestly. I may have wrestled Sikorsky at one point.
Yeah.
Though Sikorsky definitely has that veteran experience over Lucas Bergio. Looking to take advantage of it. Or I'm sorry, Luca. There's a typo on track wrestling.
Quick escape from Luca.
Goes for kind of a hip toss.
A super duck from Sikorsky there. Almost
Yeah.
went. Luca's lucky he wasn't on his back there. Was able to belly out very quickly.
Luca, an explosive and aggressive wrestler. He's always moving, but it's hard to move when you got an armbar locked up.
Yep.
I can't see if Sikorsky has that wrist on the other side. No, he doesn't, but
He's doing a great job, Luca, fighting off that armbar.
yeah, phenomenal job fighting out of that position, and he gets the escape before he gets pushed out.
We'll reset here again.
Freshman needs to settle in here. The takedown would be great. Get the monkey off his back. As he's off his feet there, wow. Sikorsky just working. He goes for the toss right on the edge of the mat. They will go out of bounds, but that is a big momentum builder.
Oh, man.
That makes you think a little bit when you get thrown off the mat a little bit.
Yep.
Thankfully, Sikorsky didn't land on our hardwood, but you still think a little harder next time you get in a series when a guy says, you know, I'm going to headlock you if you do that.
Both wrestlers quick on their feet. Looks like Sikorsky's bread and butter is that sweep single. And he will get the three-point takedown there.
Luca was defending that well, but Sikorsky just kept getting that angle to the outside. Got more leverage, and he's looking to add to his riding time here at 45 seconds as he gets that 2-on-1 on the wrist before North Central is signaling cut him from their bench. They think he stands a better chance to just get some more takedowns here.
Let's see if
Luca lowers his level, goes for a hip toss, but doesn't get it, and that single again.
Navy ride here, possibly.
Yeah, a little bit of a hand turk.
Yeah.
Sikorsky watching the clock. You can't be doing that.
Yeah, if you're Luca here on bottom, you want to roll those wrists out, get him out in front of you, get to your base, which he does. Looks like, yep, Sikorsky's working that.
That tilt. He had that wrist trapped. A little tough to see right now because that's way deep inside by his core. But he gets that.
Sikorsky
He gets
using his length here to get across the body and looking for a pin here. Time will run out.
Yeah, you're not going to pin a guy on a tilt. That's late in the period. Let's add some near fall.
Yeah.
4 more, so it's going to be 3-16 for Sikorsky going into the second period. Carthage going to pick bottom. And they're going to go for an optional start. So Sikorsky going to put his hands on his back, say, I'm giving you an optional start. I'm going to let you stand up, but some tricks are coming, so you better be ready.
Yep.
Luca's got to explode out of here. Hope he doesn't get caught in something, and he does. He elects not to go for any trickery there. Maybe North Central just wants that extra second or two of riding time. They just choose to do that as their cut, whereas we saw Anderson earlier signal before the whistle.
Yep. Luca needs to work into his offense here.
Yeah. Takedown wins the match for North Central and puts them firmly out of position.
Deep,
There's
deep
a
high crotch there
crotch, and
to the double leg. Yep.
he's going to pinch 2, and that's going to be a takedown. North Central takes another tech fall here. They're going to take a 22-11 lead, doubling Carthage's score with 3 matches to go. Carthage needs to win all 3 to have a chance to win this dual meet, unless there's some sort of unsportsmanlike conduct shenanigans.
Bonus points will be necessary in these next couple matches. Looking
Absolutely.
for pins, looking for tech falls, looking for majors.
When I asked Coach Kiros, one guy he thought he was going to get bonus points from, it was this wrestler,
Yeah.
Chris Kish. Senior, also out of Des Plaines. From the opposite side of town, though, going to Maine East High School.
Talk about a high motor wrestler. Chris is, the epitome of it.
Yeah, I wrestled Chris a little bit one year, and it's not a fun experience. He's going to hammer you,
Hand
get
fight.
on your head, it's not a fun experience. It leaves you feeling feeling a little bad about yourself by the time he's done with you, taking you down.
Yep. Hard hand fighter. Definitely looking for that high crotch.
Yeah, and you
Nice
can
reshot from North Central.
see those heavy hands. Chris recently took the jump from 125 to 133s. He's looking for a Jonesy from his friend CJ there. Doesn't quite get it, but no takedown yet.
Scrambling here.
Definitely a
50-50 position.
hectic scramble here. This is where we saw that stalemate earlier. I wonder how long the ref's going to let that go.
Yep.
But if Chris can knee slide up that right knee, he's got an opportunity. As we see him
Out
doing.
the back door, he's looking to go, Chris.
He wants to get between those legs
And he'll get
and
around.
cover for 2, cover that waist. And the second he loses that ankle, that's going to be 3.
Way to fight there from Chris Kish.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's that senior experience taking over there as he's looking for a half. But Chris did 2 years at Harper College, just like Joey Sikorsky, before he came here to Carthage and immediately was named a captain within his first year in the team. Just a guy who is a monster in the weight room, the practice room.
Heavy forward pressure from Chris here. Again, wrestling on the edge.
Definitely, he's going to grind him down. Villalobos puts his hands on his head there for a second before he gets him. He's like, man, this guy doesn't quit.
Yeah. And we can expect that, all match. Great cardio from Chris here. Big leader for the team.
Chris only has that 37 seconds of riding time, it looks like. Gonna have to get a mat return here if he wants to get that minute in this period, but Villalobos spins away. Now he's got him in a front head. Gonna be a neutral position as he's gonna get the 1 escape. And now Chris,
Back up to neutral position.
fighting out of that position. You can just see Chris's arms are massive, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I think he probably benches like 180% of his body weight or something like that. Was in a lifting group with him. The rest of us are doing, respectable amounts, 145, and he's just out there doing like 190.
Yeah.
Like,
Like-
man,
The cut does not seem to affect him too much either.
definitely not.
It's rough, but he does all the right things. Keeps his cardio, keeps his strength.
Yeah, the move up to 133 definitely helped him.
Yep.
Him and Coach Kiros determined he's got the strength to do it if he'd like, and if he decides he wants to go back down to 125, he's definitely a guy with the capability of it.
Quick slide by attempt from North Central there a couple seconds ago, and second period will end.
North Central going to pick bottom in the second period. Chris looking for 16 more seconds of riding time here to get one, and I don't think he's going to get it right now. He'll need another takedown to earn that bonus point.
Relatively quick escape there from North Central. Double unders from North Central here, looking to jack him up, but Chris is still going to be tough in this position.
Yeah, he's careful not to rely on those thumb blocks because he knows that Villalobos has a slide by, but he goes for a throw attempt, and Chris just kind of lets that roll off his back.
Yep.
Yeah, Chris is
Inside ties.
Calm, relentless, working those inside ties. We see him look for a high C, but he doesn't go for it.
And he'll keep shooting those high C's until he gets it. He's relentless with those high C's.
As we see, is that a high C or an outside shot? I couldn't tell very well from there, but he's shooting, even taking these little attempts.
Even that, even then, he goes high C. He switches to the outside shot immediately. Great chain wrestler, lots of experience.
Something Coach Quiros has emphasized with a lot of his wrestlers is having a number one and then a complementary number two.
Yep.
So he's heavy on him with the meat hooks here. He's got a deep front half on that left.
Possibly looking
head.
for a. Yep, he'll just snap him down there.
Yeah. He's looking for a standing cradle. I'm not sure what the stoppage was or if he got too close to the edge so that the ref got a little nervous, but back to our feet. Something Coach Quiros has pushed for a lot of guys. Chris Kish, Xander, formerly guys like Devin Rogers or Natalie Major on the women's side, just having two shots, one to each leg that you can just hit reliably. Good defense from there from Kish. I don't think he even really had to worry about that. Kind of shooting from space by Villalobos.
Yep.
Now Chris got that underhook. I think we may see him try and take him for a ride at the end of the period here. Villalobos isn't careful.
Inside tie with the underhook, possibly looking for a throw by or another high crotch here, but
how heavy he is on that head. Ankle pick could be in the cards too.
Yep. Coach Quiros big on those front head positions.
Yeah, that was Coach Quiros' bread and butter, and he swears by it and teaches all of his wrestlers that. He's like, if there's one thing you got to know,
it's a front headlock.
Came to Carthage without a front headlock, and now I'm bringing that back to the rooms I coach with now. So in this third period here, Carthage picks bottom. Chris Kish tries for a switch to a universal, but gets whipped back down by Villalobos.
Looks like a cowboy ride, or trying to throw the boots in here.
Yep. Chris does need to get out this period. He only has 30 seconds of riding time as we speak, so North Central could earn a point if they ride out Kish and send this to overtime.
Chris doing a good job keeping his chest over the mat, not letting North Central lengthen his body out, which he's trying to do here.
Yeah,
the more you stretch him out, easier it is to,
the less your cores together,
yep,
the less strength you have. So we're looking to see Kish keep himself compact, and that's exactly what he's doing. As he spins out here, got a good opportunity here. I think he's got a leg.
Bad
maybe looking
position
for
here
a
for
reversal.
North Central, possibly.
Yeah, trying to crank that power half. Reminds me of Mr. London Kaiser earlier today.
North Central's very high up on this leg right here.
Chris is going to stand up and get out the back door here if he doesn't crack him down, and he does crack him down.
That'll be two reversal with
he's got the Turk too.
Possible Turk here, yep.
He needs to, if I'm Chris, I'm seeking to get that Turk above the knee, but I don't think he's going to get it. He's going to have to give that up. North Central does erase any possibility of riding time being a factor, though. Now he's going to try and stand up, and we could have ourselves a bit of a crazy 30 seconds here at the lighter weights.
Yep.
So you say on the women's side, the lightweights can move real fast when they want to, and Chris likes to slow it down, but 30 seconds left here, a 2-point match.
Defends the shot attempt with a nice underhook here. See if Chris uses that for a shot. Another double attempt from North Central.
Oh, goes for the throw. Chris sags his head out. Oh! And buzzer just in time. The ref signals
interesting
nothing.
Exchange.
So much was going on, it had me frozen there.
Yeah. Headlock attempt from North Central. Chris peeks out of it a little bit, but both wrestlers square up on the edge there.
We're going to get a challenge here because why not? If you get the takedown, you ice the meat right there. You take a 14-point lead. Carthage can't possibly come back with only 2 matches to go.
This is a big match. More instant replay usage here.
Both wrestlers hanging out to see whose hand will get raised. No possibility of an overtime, so we see Villalobos kind of just chilling on his knees right now, actually. But
Chris Payson here looking eager, calm yet eager.
Yeah. Chris, a man of few words, but very imposing just with his body language.
Yes.
Super intimidating guy. That was a phenomenal sequence. That first shot attempt, he pulls up that underhook and got Villalobos standing up, and then Villalobos managed to snap his way out of that and take a second shot. Chris defends that one, and then he pops up and tries to shoot the headlock.
Yep.
And we do have confirmation. The ref just signaled a little bit to your left. No score. That was the hand coming out, and Chris Kish will be the winner at 133. The Firebirds were hunting for bonus points, and Villalobos does a great job reducing them. So now Carthage is down 8 with 2 matches to go.
Yeah, you can definitely see it. Chris is feeling the effects of bumping up maybe just a little bit here.
Yeah. It's quite the adjustment going from being strong at 125 to 133. Some of these guys are cutting from the mid 140s.
Yep.
You're feeling guys who weigh a lot more than you normally.
Next up, Makoa Kong.
Makoa, another guy who, when I made my bump up, he made me feel that strength difference, you know?
Yeah. Very explosive, you know, rough wrestler.
Definitely a guy out of Rockford. Coach Kiros calls him combustible material. At any point, he could just set the mat ablaze.
You know, he's looking for a double leg here. Quick sweep single he has. So we'll see him try to go to that.
As he gets caught by De La Serna here.
Gets caught in a bad position there. North Central scores the first takedown of the match.
North Central looking to get heavy. And if you're Carthage's wrestlers, you know that you need 2 bonus points between the two of you. So either 2 majors would tie it up, and I think Carthage loses on criteria in that circumstance, or we need a tech fall in a major or a pin into any win. So Makoa needs to get out here sooner rather than later, ideally.
Yeah, do not want to build up that riding time. And
the sophomore getting tilted, and that's a deep tilt. If you're North Central, normally in a dual meet, you're looking for pins, but he may just be looking to just tech fall him so that they can go home.
Yep. Has that far wrist, looking possibly for another tilt here from North Central.
Definitely. Carter De La Serna, another freshman. I feel like a broken record tonight. Freshman out of North Central up and down the lineup. 4-2 on the year so far. Makoa, on the other hand, is, let me double check this. I gotta be tabbing around.
They'll
He's
give
1-4 on the year.
Makoa a warning on bottom.
They give him a stall call, warning while I'm
Deep
busy
half,
nerding out.
or deep,
Makoa fighting here. He's in a lot of trouble here. He's that reverse half put in there, it looks like.
he's got to try to belly out of this huge, tough bridge here.
Yeah, that left arm cupping his head, making it super hard for him to turn with his
Almost gets back to his belly there. He's fighting.
head. Yeah, he's fighting all right. This has been a long series here before he gets stuck for the fall. And that will lock up the win for the Cardinals as Carter De La Serna improves to 5-4 on the year.
Final match.
Getting a first period fall. But don't leave just yet, folks. We got Elijah Zepeda, and he's must-see wrestling, I gotta say.
Another exciting wrestler to watch. Big jiu-jitsu guy. You know, he's tough in these scrambling positions. He'll come out with the takedown by any means necessary.
Absolutely. Coach Kira says he's one of the guys who really shows improvement in the room and continues to just, every time Coach raises those standards, he rises to them. I think I may have actually made an error. I believe De La Serna is the 49-pounder. My apologies to our 141 if his family was watching. I don't know.
Gets poked in the eye, looks like.
It's not something you want to see.
So we'll go to injury time.
Yeah, that's never fun. Zepeda actually a guy who really loves mixed martial arts. We've seen a little bit of that controversy in the UFC recently with was it Tom Aspinall, I believe?
Yeah, big, as I mentioned before, jiu-jitsu guy.
I'll help him with his leg riding if he can get on top here.
Yep, big leg rider.
But Coach Kiro says that Zepeda's a real mature guy, and we see him itching to get right back into that after our trainers make sure he's all right. He's the kind of guy who's going to improve in all three positions here.
Yep.
As much as you don't want to see a guy get poked in the eye, it did save us from a takedown, so could have.
Goes for an outside shot there. Gets to the leg, but is unable to really.
Got a collar tie. Lacerna fires through that, gets a single leg, and Zepeda going for a CJ Gilbert Jonesy, but doesn't get it. He's stuck in a cradle now.
Quick lock up for the cradle there from North Central.
De La Serna
able to wiggle out.
He needed to squeeze that head to get the pin, but Zepeda slips it and lives to fight for another day. Zepeda reaching for that leg again. I'm not sure what he's looking for there, unless he's looking for like a magic stick or some sort of.
He wants to get into that scramble, but he's in a tough position on almost on his back here.
Yeah, we got to get to our base before we start getting a little silly. Thankfully, though, for Elijah, that was all one series, so only 4 near fall points will be assessed.
Yep. Good thing about Elijah is he does work out of tough positions pretty well.
That
hard guy to
crossface,
pin.
a tough position, though, as we see that. We know De La Serna's got a cradle, so that crossface cradle's got to be his #1 concern. But right now, he's got a drive ride locked up.
Yep.
Gives up the Turk, though. Fortunately for Zepeda, that's a tough position to be in.
Yeah, that leg ride is not somewhere you want to be, really.
Definitely not.
Especially with a guy that likes to cross-face cradle here. He'll stretch you out from North Central side.
Zepeda doing a good job to stay compact, but the thing about being compact is you're also vulnerable to a cradle if you leave that knee up, like we saw there, but Zepeda quickly diagnoses that. Threat for a tilt. Gets 1 swipe, 2 swipe. I think that's
for
only 2.
Arm bar tilt here.
30 seconds left. And
he does not free the hands though, so there we go.
3 near fall. I think this is all the same series. If I were Coach Kiros, I'd be considering throwing the brick if there's some near fall assessed here a second time. But
yeah,
he's really hammering on Elijah's shoulder there. That is not a fun position to be in, ladies and gentlemen. As he's going to sit him in. That's tough, but Elijah's going to slip out here.
Possibly slip out here.
Stay off his back at least, looking for the reverse half on the other side, but he doesn't get it. And we are going to get more near fall.
North Central will go up 14-0 in the first period with 2 minutes of riding time.
It's North Central's choice. They picked neutral.
Looking for one quick takedown, perhaps.
Yeah. If I were them, I would have just picked bottom and tried to escape, but
yeah, that was interesting.
Maybe they know a little something about Elijah and know, BJJ guy. I don't want to get blow, that kind of guy. Throwing a leg, and I could be in for some trouble.
Tough snap here from North Central. Elijah looking to square up here. North Central has the ankle, is chasing the angle here.
To shuck that by. He had that arm, but doesn't do anything with it, and I think that this is probably going to turn into, it's about to be a single leg for a takedown, but Elijah fights back. He's getting that power half. Shades of London Kaiser as he sits over.
If he gets that leg free, he can possibly circle behind with the power half.
Absolutely, but that low leg lift from De La Serna, definitely a threat, and he's about to sit out on this, and maybe, no. Not with his arm there, he won't. That leg hook is a concern, though, for Zepeda. Makes it hard for him to get behind.
Honestly, this is a strange position.
Goes for a swing roll, but misses it, and that's going to be the takedown, but they give him an opportunity to go for the pin, and he gets it. So it'll be a pin, not a tech fall, and that will be our conclusion of tonight's duel.
Good fight from both teams. Like we said, both young.
A lot of great mat time for both of these guys. Really saw some creativity from both sets of guys as North Central is going to win 34-14 is our final team score. It was looking good for the Firebirds at first, but North Central has some real good lower weights, and their heavyweight showed up too.
Yep.
My name is Lauren Semler. I've been here with Joey Barnett today. Thank you for watching our broadcast of this duel. The Carthage Firebirds' next competition is actually going to be the Concordia Open on Saturday up in Concordia, Wisconsin. If you're in the area, feel free to show up and support our birds. I believe North Central is also going to be there too, actually.
Yes,
So
yes.
all fans should show up. Have a great night, folks.